everybody, welcome to week 10. I know I haven't filmed for 2 weeks, but I think I have a pretty good excuse. With my new job, I've been working 50 plus hours every week, and it is about to calm down. But basically, I was going to work, and then I was coming home and falling asleep because I was so exhausted. So it's been quite a couple 2 weeks. But let's talk about it. So we'll go back real quick to week 8 and week 9. So week 8 and week 9, completing those, I know back in week 8, I got really sick. I had like flu or cold, and I don't remember if that's the week that I ended up taking time off of work, but there was a week where I ended up taking time off of work because of how sick I was. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And really that week's really hard to remember because I was so sick that the symptoms all kind of blend together for me. I just was sleeping a lot and feeling nauseous. And that's pretty much it for week 8, if I'm being honest. That was like the whole thing. So we'll go ahead and skip forward to week 9. Week 9, let me see. So right before I start, going back to week 8 real quick, week 8 I did finally call and schedule my first appointment. Yay! So my first appointment is scheduled for March 7th. So I'm finally gonna get to get all that started and seeing my doctor and all that fun stuff. I decided to go with somebody that was recommended to me by a nurse who used to work at the hospital and knows the doctor very well. So I was like, perfect, that's gonna be great. Not even worried about that. So going forward to week 9, week 9 was, and I'm gonna bring up my calendar just to double check my dates here. But week 9, I had, so week 9, my husband and I decided we were gonna go out of town for Valentine's Day. And like the whole week, generally, I've just kind of had the same general nausea. I just need to be like eating more throughout the day to kind of stop that. As soon as I feel the nausea coming on, I kind of like grab crackers or Cheez-Its or something, and I start, you know, making sure I get something in my stomach. And so week 9, on the Friday, I found that I had some bleeding. So I kind of freaked out a little bit. Called up my doctor to find out what was going on. And by the way, because we were going out of town, there wasn't really, like, I haven't been to my doctor yet, so I couldn't go. So I wasn't sure if I could call my doctor, if I was supposed to go to the ER, and we were going out of town. So like, after reading too many articles that started getting me too worried, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna, like, if something's happened, it's already happened. So I just decided to monitor it and see what was happening and call on Monday. So I called on Monday, and they wanted me to come in for an ultrasound the next day, which is kind of awesome. I got to go in for an ultrasound. But so the Monday that I called was, I had just completed week 9. And the Tuesday, I went in and I did my ultrasound, and I had had a quick words with the doctor and everything. I had gone in Monday night and done some blood tests, and everything's come back good. So the good news is everything looks great. Everything looks really good. Baby is measuring great, measuring right on time, right on track for what we've been assuming. She's measuring, he, she is measuring right at 9 weeks, or was right on that Tuesday, which is right on track. The heartbeat, we got to hear the heartbeat. Heartbeat was 185. Everything from the tests came back good. So everything looks great. And I'm actually really relieved that we got to do that a little bit early, because it was really nice getting to see our baby, and it does make it so much more real. But let's see, for the rest of this week, the rest of week 9 into this beginning of week 10, I've started telling some coworkers. There's a lot of coworkers that I work with very intimately. So as a teacher, I work with another teacher with my preschool kids. And there are preschool teachers that I work with, and there's front desk women who have had to come in when I've had to run out to go be sick. So people are starting to know. I had a meeting with my director about other stuff, but I did talk with her and let her know, hey, I'm pregnant, so just so you know, like, there's going to be stuff coming up. I'm going to be talking to the scheduler as well, just to let her know, like, you know, when I said it was health stuff, it's actually because I'm pregnant. And, you know, just because a lot of the consensus that I've seen is kind of when, obviously, like, the super early part of the trimester, the first trimester is tough because, and it's still, there's still risks for losing a baby, and I obviously knock on wood because I really hope that doesn't happen, but there is that risk. But at the same time, if you're getting sick or you have to miss work or you have to run out of your classroom or whatever, I just feel like it's better for them to know. It's better for them to be aware of what's going on. I think that's going to help so much more in the long term. And hopefully that just makes everybody else feel better too, because they know what's going on with me. So I've been, like I said, I've been telling coworkers. Not everybody knows, but people are starting to know, which is good. Let's see, what else? In terms of symptoms, I've still, the nausea seems to be ebbing a little bit. I still definitely, like, in the morning don't feel great. And if I haven't been eating enough, I start feeling like I'm gonna throw up because I really need something in my stomach. And I really should be having more small meals a day, but that's kind of difficult just with working with kids, kind of the schedule that I have. And it's really hard because you don't want to take out Cheez-Its in front of the kids because all of a sudden they want Cheez-Its too. So it's an interesting balance right now that I'm trying to work with, and hopefully it's starting to go away. Like I said before, knock on wood, but that seems to be the trend. It seems like last week and the week before were really my bad weeks. I had some really, really bad weeks. Now, that being said, I did take off today. I had my parents in town, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And so I was able to watch myself a little bit more and watch how my body was feeling. I wasn't being as physically active as I usually am at work. So yeah, of course I didn't feel as bad, but we'll kind of see with the rest of the week, the rest of week 10, how I feel. So let's see, what else? What other symptoms? I'm still really gassy, a lot of burps, lot of burping. That's been fun. And a couple cramps here and there, but nothing painful. It's mostly uncomfortable. I don't know if this is a symptom of my new job or if this is a symptom of pregnancy. It's probably a little bit of both, honestly, but I have been so sore. Just like everything is so sore. And, you know, I pick up 2-year-olds and I do stuff like that, but like, I haven't been doing a whole lot in terms of, like, I haven't been pushing myself physically or anything. So it's really weird. I feel like I'm just constantly hurting and sore. But that's pretty much it for symptoms. Oh, I'm breaking out. That's the other thing. I'm just constantly breaking out, which, whatever. I'm so used to having acne from being a person that it doesn't even, acne doesn't faze me at all. But let's see, cravings. I haven't had any big cravings, like nothing weird. But whenever I have cheese, I feel a lot better. So like if I'm craving anything, I'm probably craving cheese. That seems to be the thing that helps me the most. So I end up wanting it the most. But otherwise, like, I've noticed I don't really want chocolate as much. So it's like an anti-craving. I'm super not into chocolate. Cheez-Its. I've been like, I got crackers to help with the nausea in the morning, but all I really want are Cheez-Its. And I don't know if that's the cheese or more salt on it or the flavor, but or if it's cheesy. But that's I would count that as a craving. That's or at least, once again, it's like satisfying because it keeps me from throwing up. So I don't know, but that's a craving section. Oh, telling people. Okay, the telling people section. So over the past couple weeks, I've told my whole family. Yay! So my whole family knows. I told my sister Christina, and then when I told her, she wanted me the same night to call my other sister and tell her while she was still like on Skype with me so we could see their reaction. So I got to tell both of them on the same night, which was awesome, and it's all filmed, so I'm gonna put that all together in a fun thing, and you'll probably see that before you see this, but I got to tell them, and my idea was originally gonna be I was gonna space out when I told them, so that I could have like, oh, I got to tell one sister, oh, I got to tell the next sister, oh, I got to tell my brother before my parents came. Well, that didn't happen because every night I've been coming home and sleeping, which I guess I should have said that might be a symptom too, is I'm just constantly tired, but that's also, I'm sure, part of my job. When you work that long with 2-year-olds, you're gonna be exhausted. But I do think there's a little bit of pregnancy symptom in that as well. But anyway, so I didn't, after I told my 2 sisters, I didn't tell anyone. Then my parents came this weekend, which was awesome. And I finally got to tell them. And they wanted as soon as I told them, we ended up calling my brother and telling him over FaceTime so we could let him know. And then we called and told my grandparents. So everybody knows, all the main players know, and I've given permission. Now that the main people know, I'm kind of less worried about others finding out, but we are going to kind of give official permission for people to talk about it with other relatives like aunts and uncles and stuff, starting on the 12 weeks, because 12 weeks is right around the end of that first trimester, so and that's kind of the one that I've been hearing, like that's when people seem to be telling more people, and so that's kind of my thought, is I'm gonna do that, and let people, they can start telling, because I know my husband's parents really want to tell other people, and I don't blame them, so that'll be nice. I'm really excited we're gonna get to tell them, or not tell them, I'm excited that they're going to get to talk to other people and express and be excited, because we're all excited. And I think that's pretty much it. I've been throwing a couple ideas back and forth on how to do an announcement video, because I really want to put something together, maybe for that 12 weeks. And I think, this is so nerdy, but I think I'm planning on doing something with a D&D character sheet. I kind of need to think some things through, but I think it's going to be like us filling it out. Yeah, so that should be fun. And I won't say any more because I don't want to spoil what actually ends up happening. But that is it for week 10. Oh my gosh, I'm at week 10. That's so crazy. I can't believe how fast things are. I mean, obviously we got a long way to go, but it's amazing how fast things are flying. And I will talk more next week. I'll make a note. I'll talk more about my doctor's appointment and how that's going since this is already a super long video. But I will talk to you guys next time. I'm gonna get better about filming every week. Just had a super crazy week, but things should be calming down now. But thank you guys so much for watching. Baby dust to everybody who is trying. Congratulations if you have found out that you are pregnant, and I will talk to you next week. Bye!